Norm Duke with his second open, Marshall, and that really puts him behind the 8 ball.
And truly one of the most frustrating things in the game of bowling. Norm Duke just made 2 good shots. One left the split, the other just barely overcut it, didn't make the spare, and now he's way down as Sean-Swanson, working on a strike in the 3rd, can take that lead back up to 14 pins with a strike here on the tough right lane.
And it looks like he came in a little bit high, leaving the 6 and 10.
Well, square on the nose. Once again, it's hard to make yourself throw the ball far enough to the right, because you know if you do, it may not come back. So he's guiding the ball on lane 34. Lane 33 is freewheeling. He's got a good shot there.
Coming up next, live 3rd round coverage of the Motorola Western Open from the Par 72 Cog Hill Golf and Country Club in Illinois. And we'll take a look at the leaderboard. Joe Durant, 9 under. Vijay Singh just a shot behind. And recent U.S. Open winner Lee Janzen stalking those 2 shots behind the leader. Coming up next here on CBS Sports.
Strike here for the lead. Well, a lot of the guys out on tour call him TV Tommy Delutz because he made a couple of shows in a row a year ago. And you see the perfect reaction to the perfect shot and the lead. And Gary, plenty of frames left for Norm Duke. He is in the rears by 32 pins, but it's still very early in the game. He's not counting himself out.
Tommy Delutz Jr. now on top with Sean-Swanson in 2nd. Norm Duke with a lot of ground to make up.
Let's take a look at Sean-Swanson. He takes very small, almost like little baby steps, sneaks up to the line, makes a good shot here, but doesn't get the right amount of fingers in the ball, doesn't get enough roll, wasn't able to hook it back into the pocket, and leaves the 2-8.
And we're also seeing Sean wearing 2 different colored shoes. Marshall, after he picks that up, what's that for?
Well, he wears the 2 different shoes. They're certainly not a match set, as you can see. The right shoe gives him a little more grip so he can push off onto his slide step. That's why he wears that different colored right shoe.
Starting out frame number 6, Tommy Delutz Jr., a good friend of John Burkett, pitcher for the Texas Rangers. Burkett himself averages about 220, Tommy told me.
There's that right lane once again, Gary. The ball just does not bite as good as on the left lane. They've got to be careful. Fortunate just to leave the 1, 2, and 8. If that ball hooks up a little bit higher, he'd have had a washout. He knows it's gone. He's happy with what he left. This is a spare he should make, but there are many ways to miss it as well.
And there was one of them, yeah.
That's a tough break for Tommy. Did not make the good shot there. And really now with this open, watch as the head pin gets bounced out of the way of the 8 pin. That puts Norm Duke not only closer score-wise, but it gives him the mental lift necessary to really get back in the match.
And at this point, the veteran knows this is the break he may need to get himself right back into it, but not when he makes shots like that, Marshall.
No, he can't be happy with himself as he throws away a golden opportunity to put himself right back in the match. And right now, Sean-Swanson is the recipient of some bad shots by both Tommy Delutz and Norm Duke. He's got to feel good about his chances.
1994 PBA Player of the Year, Norm Duke, 14 national titles, the youngest player to ever win a PBA title at age 18, on the ropes right now.
And really made a great shot there. Great shot at the 1, 2, 8, 10, but we'll take a look. Watch the head pin as it goes around the 10 pin. Did a great job making the shot, put the ball where he needed to. Unfortunately, wrapped it around. Can Sean-Swanson take advantage on the lane that's given him nothing but trouble? And once again, Gary, he comes in high. Every shot on that lane.
And Sean-Swanson leaving the 3 pin. That's what he'll need to pick up for his spare conversion as we finish out frame number 6 in our shootout round.
And Rich, I'll tell you right now, Sean-Swanson is very fortunate just to leave this 3-pin. That could have been a wide open split. Shouldn't be any problem as he converts.
Sean-Swanson converts, but it's still anybody's race, including Norm Duke's. One of our 3 bowlers in the shootout round will advance to meet Danny Wiseman, the top seed in this year's PBA Oregon Open. We are moving into frame number 7, and Tommy Delutz Jr. leaving a 7-pin.
That's the kind of shot that would normally strike. The 5-pin was diverted and moved out of the way, didn't knock into the 7-pin. With these powerful balls, the guys like to hit light. Rather be light than heavy in the pocket, Gary. Hard, straight, hook. Did it hear me?
It must have. That was the conversion by Tommy Delutz Jr., but Marshall, there have been quite a few opens so far in the shootout round. 3 for Norm Duke, a couple for Tommy Delutz Jr. Sean-Swanson with none. That is probably why he finds himself on top.
That certainly is helping him quite a bit as we take a look at how Norm got to the 2nd seed. Right now, Norm Duke is saying, all right, I've got this right lane figured out. Now I got to get the left. Take a look at Norm Duke. Actually, 7 steps. He starts out backwards, then he goes forward, shoulder high backswing, great reach. He's got big hands for a small man and really gets around the ball.
Just what the doctor ordered for Sean-Swanson. Speaking of the Swansons, there is his lovely wife, Lita, and his lovely daughter, Anna, and their other daughter, Indigo, is back home in Des Moines with